that I'm expecting a guy to show up at 9 o'clock, and it's 9:05 already, to put the decals on Sunshine, the kind of the final touches for Sunshine. So I needed to stick around for that. And Cindy had to go to High Precision for a uh, urinalysis that she has been having some issues with a UTI, potential UTI for a little bit. Yeah, I'm checking sound and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I'm checking sound and all that fun stuff. There we go. Yeah, I'm checking sound and all that fun stuff. There we go. Yeah, I'm checking sound and all that fun stuff. There we go. Okay. Okay. So I figured today would be a great day. There we go. To show everyone a little bit of a house tour. Excuse me. We actually have kind of a neat little area out back here that's a maid's room slash storage room. And I notice there's like no subscribers here yet, so I'm just kind of wandering around aimlessly and checking things out. And hopefully we'll start seeing subscribers show up, but in all honesty, we haven't been terribly faithful at this, so if they don't, I will understand perfectly. Oh. Yeah, I had to readjust the fan so it starts circulating. And there's the little Russie that, until I can get a waterproof rain cover, it kind of gets priority over Sunshine, because Sunshine can handle the rain way better than Russie can, and Russie's seat and such, the nice leather seat, I don't want to get completely soaked all the time. That I'm having stickers put on the doors that there are decals that would match what a City of Phoenix truck would have, specifically a street maintenance truck, the department I used to work in. Yeah, with all the rain, my sinus has been killing me lately. That we actually got some pretty cool bumpers for this, and you'll notice the area is left kind of large. That he left it open, that I'd like to put a winch on it eventually, but I need to get one. And I'm thinking it would probably be better gotten in the US. That gonna get stickers put on both sides, the decals put on both sides like a regular truck would. And Cindy's Hello Kitty sticker. We actually had bumpers put on front and rear. That was more looks, and he's done a ton of work inside and out, bringing everything up to snuff. That he redid the seats. The red and yellow actually kind of look well, and it does go with some of the decals that are already on here. So that was actually a pretty cool thing. But overall, we're impressed with the job he did, but it's still not right. It's still a surplus vehicle, and you can tell it's a surplus vehicle. What's kind of funny, Papa, we went and bought the laundry hanger, and Papa wasn't terribly impressed that it blew over one day, and so Papa went and made their own version and brought it up for us. That it works well, and now with two of them, that we've definitely got all kinds of room for laundry. Got a couple attachments for the bike. When he put on, let's see if I can get this down here a little more. Trying to figure out how to make it seen well. When he put on the spotlights, he stuck this crazy goofy switch in an old phone holder that I had, and I am not happy with that at all. And so what I'm going to look at doing is I've got a switch on order that I can clamp down here and just wire it into that switch. I'm thinking about taking it off and actually rewiring it, because he's got it wired through the headlights, and I'm not terribly happy with the way he did that either. But overall, I'm really impressed with the Rusi, and it sat for almost a year and a half and basically ran well after just a good thorough service. So I'm pleased with the Rusi. It's a little bit smaller than I'd like, but for here, that's a big bike. And it definitely is way cool to handle in and out of traffic. Yeah, I saw somebody logged in for a second and then logged right back out, so hopefully it's broadcasting well. If not, I'll be here for an hour. I don't want to go too awful far and have that guy show up suddenly, but he seems to be keeping fairly typical Filipino time. So in the meantime, I'm going to take you guys back inside and give you a little bit of a house tour, see what's going on in the house. I'll see if this way's open. Back here, there's the two doors. This is the other end of that storage shed, maid's room, that I came in and showed you from that side real quickly. And we're just using it as a storage room. That we got some shelving for it. We're just storing a lot of boxes and stuff right now. That way when we move, we've got the boxes and we can throw stuff back in the original boxes so that they don't get damaged in a move. The one thing that I did buy that I'm kind of curious how that's going to handle is I bought a decent sized ladder. It's a little bit bigger than I kind of wanted, but it's an 8 and 16 foot, 8 foot A-frame and 16 foot straight ladder. I wanted the 3, 6, 12 version, but I didn't see it. That's the only one I saw, so that's what we got. Hey, it is open. This is our kitchen area. This door actually leads right straight into the kitchen, so the storage area outside the kitchen actually works kind of nice. That way, as we do get extra stuff stored, that you're not too terribly far away. It's almost a walk-in pantry the way it sets. that, for lack of any better place to put it, we wound up putting the microwave right behind the counter, or right behind the door, so that when the door is closed, it winds up blocking the microwave. But yeah, hey, you do what you got to do with space you got. I got a convection, a little oven for it. Haven't used it yet. I almost would have rather, in hindsight, gotten just a straight up toaster instead of the oven. But choices made, choices dealt with. The cupboards, the one that's nice thing about the cupboards, they're a little bit low for me, but they're actually set at Cindy height. So that actually works out well for Cindy and Mama Papa. You've heard me make comment that we got some furniture. This is one of the pieces that we got. A nice little pantry to put food, pots, pans, etc., all that stuff in. And the thing that's kind of nice on it, and we didn't realize until we moved in, there's no drawers in this place. That there's doors, but none of the cupboards have a drawer on top. So for like silverware and stuff like that, we just did the typical Filipino thing, and we've got a container that sits on the kitchen table that everybody just puts their silverware, that after you've washed it and dried it, it goes back in there. But we did get this cabinet that works well. Hopefully it'll move okay. And again, we've got a small four-person table that works well for when Mama and Papa's here. And currently, this is the office setup we've been using to this point, our internet and mesh system. And since we've gotten the mesh system, and in a minute I'll show you a desk that we got under there upstairs, that we're going to start moving all this stuff upstairs this week. We did spring for a nice scanner printer that it's identical to the one Cindy has back in Phoenix, that we got her for her schooling. And it's a great little scanner, a little pricey here, but not too bad, that we kind of enjoyed it. And now we're able to start scanning all the documents and stuff in that we had planned on scanning in a while ago. I'm going to check my phone. He says on the way. So hopefully we'll see him in a little bit. Which, with knowing that, I'm going to take the phone with me, and I'm going to take you people upstairs. I see a couple people who logged in and right back out. Hopefully I'm not upsetting anybody. Now, this is a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. That after we get things moved up here, we're going to put the printer on here. The table that it's on, when it starts to print, that it shakes the heck out of that poor table. I think we picked up well enough. That this is actually our bedroom. That the bed is 2 twin beds, I think, that are actually just put together for right now. That they came with the townhouse, and again, we're thinking about getting a mattress, but haven't to this point, simply because we don't necessarily want to move it when we move. They've got just a small balcony out here and really no view to speak of. You can see the compound, but it makes someplace nice to come out and sit for a minute. You can see the little area. I don't know how well it's going to come out in a video, but you can see a little bit of an area where there's a little Sorry store just outside the gate that the gate guard family basically lives in. I guess they do have the house to go to, but during the day, the guard's daughter runs a little Sorry food shop out of there, and then at night he comes down and guards the compound for us. That we've got, again, on this video it's not going to come across great, but we do have a pair of closets, a his and hers closet, and that's exactly how we've set it up, that we're able to keep all of our clothes and stuff in. But again, there's no drawers, so we thought about getting one of the wire basket set of drawers, but it just, again, anything we get, we're going to have to move. So we're probably not just going to deal with it for a year. When we first moved in, that the only lights was another one like that is super dim and you can barely see. Makes great night light. But we went down and got a much better light bulb and put in the second one. Good morning, Daniel. How you doing today? We're doing a little bit of a house tour. I'd like to get another wall-mounted light, even if we have to put it on with like command strips, and use the outlet over here and just have a light over the sink so that we're able to, when we're shaving and such, you know, Cindy's doing her makeup and stuff, we'll be able to see a lot better. We're doing a little bit of a house tour this morning, waiting for a gentleman to come over and put the decals on Sunshine. That's Mama and Papa's room, that they've got their own bathroom and stuff in there, but that's their room. I won't go nosing through their room. And this is the office room. There's that desk that I fought with to get put together and found out just how good directions are here. But we're probably gonna put the white table, the large white table where the office setup is, over there tonight. Is that a DJ Osmo? What I'm on, or one of those two? Because that one is a DJI Mavic Pro, and that one's a DJI Mavic Mini. Mavic Air, I'm sorry. Yes, I do drone. I haven't flown anywhere near as much as I want to since I've been here. No, actually what I'm using now is a Moza Mini S. I had to do that one of these days. That I've seen others do it, and it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for the channel. Just do a vlog of what I use to do these live streams with. Now, this bathroom's got that half dim light too. But yeah, each of the bedrooms has their own little bathroom to them, so that actually works out really nice. But it also means 4 different bathrooms I got to stink and clean each week. And this room has decent closets. This one's winding up being more storage than anything else. And right now, I've got our BCDs, a pair of 3mm wetsuits, and our luggage. And more backpacks and luggage. There we go. Eventually those bags are going to be stuck in that closet too. And for the meantime, a lot of my gadgets, gears, and boxes for gadgets and gears are going in this little bit of a closet. Oh, okay. And Cindy's putting stuff up too. She's kind of claimed the bottom two shelves, which is cool. Because of height issues, I get the top shelf. So Daniel, do you get to fly the Mavic Air much? I haven't flown enough to really say so for a few different reasons. And definitely need to get more into doing, getting more airtime on that stupid thing to both get comfortable with it and to get proficient with it. And that's part of the problem, is a lot of the area that I'm in, you know, it just isn't terribly conducive to doing that kind of flying. Yeah, you're gonna have to excuse me, I'm going downstairs. These stairs are a little bit steep. Yeah, somebody else, it may have been you that actually asked about it. I brought two of them in this trip, and in past trips had brought drones in, and have never had a problem with it. Now Daniel, you're in Canada, correct? I don't have my secretary here, so I've got to do this one on the fly, and I am horrible with that kind of memory stuff. I gotta try and do something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I'm gonna give it a shot. There we go. Yeah, I've seen Peter McKinnon and Matty Hapuya both did vlogs about the issues and challenges they fight with in Canada, over in Toronto area, I believe. And yeah, Peter, I believe, just gave up flying altogether. Maddie did go through and get the licensing and all that stuff, and yeah, it was insane. I can see the U.S. getting to that point rather rapidly for a lot of reasons too. And it's predominantly just, with all due respect, idiots that can't follow instructions that are causing problems for everybody. A couple of years ago, there was a pretty bad forest fire up in Prescott, Arizona, a little bit north of Phoenix. And it caused, somebody was trying to call the phone, so I just bad timing. I'm hoping it's not the gentleman. Oh, it is the gentleman. I want to give him a heads up that I'm vlogging this. Yeah, I asked him if it's okay, like there's a whole lot of choice. At least he gave him a heads up. I hope the signal holds out, but if it doesn't, my apologies, and I will log back in as fast as I can. That, yeah, just don't get caught. That's the only issue with some of this stuff is you'll go try and do stuff like that and have authorities wind up catching you. And that can make it for a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, I'm recording part of this because that way I can download it and use it in my video as well. After I get this done, I'm actually going to go back through and do a complete review. Then we're going down to Sabunga this weekend and going to check just get with the Adrian that did all the work. Do an interview with him and just do some vlog on that one. Okay. Oh, very cool. That's gonna look freaking awesome when I get that done.
So which placement do you want? Here? So we'll ako na itong later.
That it's actually for the city of Phoenix. That it's the city of Phoenix's logo, and that's what he's doing now. Is he's putting on the lettering for it. That it's going to be identical to what the old work truck that I used to drive had on it. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I know it's kind of goofy, but I think it's cool. Now, how long do I need to give that before it's cured?
At least 24 hours. It will, it's good here. There's sunlight.
Oh,
Curing time is at least 24 hours.
So can I drive it in that 24 hours?
Yeah. Even now, after an hour, you can drive. But
Okay.
you cannot do washing.
Well, yeah,
Yeah, power wash. Not yet.
but
Kaya nakasa na ba eh? Pautas pikas.
well, Friday we're going out to the provinces, so I didn't plan on getting it washed until next Monday anyhow. But with all the mud and crud from the dirt roads and stuff, there's no sense.
Yeah.
That is stinking cool. I like that. Yeah, I need to go grab my glasses. I can't read these comments. Oh, that it's a little heavy on the front end, but not too awful bad. But as you can see, there's one in the back as well. That yeah, I'm grabbing cash to pay them. They're putting that on way faster than I expected. You guys are gonna be done in 20 minutes. But that's a good thing. That yeah, the both doors installed was 1,000 pesos. So I'm way happy with that. That yeah, the front grill, the front brush guard actually has an LED light set up. That I need to work a little bit more on getting the lights adjusted better, but they're there and good. The back bumper was supposed to have had a hitch underneath it, but that was basically useless here anyhow. The only thing I want to do different is the rear view camera up here gets bumped all the time, and so it gets moved. I'm thinking about getting a small tube and having him build a plate so it sets recessed inside the bumper. And I'll ask him this weekend about doing that. Oh, they're getting like seriously precise. Very cool. Yeah, they're doing like way better than I could have ever hoped to do. These guys actually know what they're doing, so with me it would have been by guess and by golly, but that's pretty much been my entire life, so. Very cool. that and that's part of the reason why I got this stuff, that to be ready for off-road. That down in provinces and stuff like that, when we first got it, we tried to take it to some places, it just wasn't working. Probably gonna do a lift kit to it eventually, and oversized tires for it. I think I'm pointing at the tires. That he can do a 4-inch lift, the 4 oversized tires, better rims, and still come in just under $1,000. And so, probably gonna have him do that eventually to it. The inside, he's done quite a bit of work. As soon as these guys are done, I'll start showing a little bit more of the inside. Yeah, the cool stickers were just kind of a goof, but I thought they looked cool. A couple of guys I used to work with are going to find them hilarious. But the decals kind of set everything off. That's what makes it really cool. You would be amazed how many bright yellow multicabs are out here, but the decals kind of set it off a little bit further even. I'm thinking there's not going to be a whole lot of people here with City of Phoenix decals on their car. Our retirement board, I'm going to send them, that I've got to do their annual review, so I'm going to send them a photo. The Copia office, I'm going to send them a photo as well. They are doing a really cool job. They're getting really precise, way more so than I could have ever done. If I could figure out how to stick a 4-cylinder in here, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Just a decent 4-cylinder would be more overpowered than that thing would need. I'm thinking you might be able to do it. Some of the smaller 4-cylinders, there might be enough room in there to do it. I wouldn't mind trying to find one that I could do stuff like that, but I guess there's some pretty strict laws on doing mods like that, so yeah, there won't be a whole lot of question as to who owns this vehicle. Yeah, I hope you guys don't mind me doing this kind of live stream today, but I thought it might be something kind of interesting, and I was kind of curious about how it was looking. And anyhow, yeah, you can see Hello Kitty's got a couple of bubbles in their sticker that I just didn't do a terribly good job getting it on. Not my forte doing stuff like that. Probably should have had these guys do the same thing. It's actually turbocharged. I'm wondering, because there are a couple of physically smaller V6s. I'm wondering what kind of modifications you'd need to do something like that. Eventually, and this may be a couple of years down the road even, but eventually I'd kind of like to do a shop here and get to where I could do some modifications like that. I wouldn't mind buying the parts and doing a build like that, doing a build from the scratch. Papa's actually a welder, and I've got a couple of welders in the U.S. I am not a good welder. My welds are horrible at best. I can use an oxyacetylene torch about like a hot glue gun. I'm hoping Papa and I can sit down and do some welding and some practice when we get back next time we go to the States for a little bit. That he's never used a wire feed welder. I've never used an arc welder, and I haven't used a wire feed enough to really say so. My son took welding and learned a lot more than I did, and so I may have him see if he'd be willing to sit down and show me. Or in the fall, they have adult ed classes that I may look at taking one and just doing a welding welding class. That they do a lot of that. They cover a lot of that. Anytime I ever needed welding done, I knew enough people that were good welders that they always needed some electrical work done or something that I was able to do, and we just do labor trade. That the fence gate back in Phoenix, we've got an RV gate on one side of our property, and there's a post that goes in the ground to help hold the gate closed. That the latch fell off just before we got here, or just before we left, and I tried just using some really JB cool, weld. Though. Say hi to everybody. Hi. Oh, you're way more knowledgeable than I am.
It.
Decided with this that it looks way too cool to get rid of.
Because it has the city of Phoenix now.
You think Romeo will be impressed?
Yeah. Send a picture. Romeo, look at this.
I've never taken the auto body courses. I've just kind of done auto body by figuring it, by doing it and figuring it out, which is probably not the best way to learn. But it worked for the stuff I was doing. And I did have people around me that knew what they were doing, but they learned the same way. They learned by just doing it. Yeah, they're doing a way better job than I could have ever hoped to.
It's really pretty when you see on the other side too.
It is. It's way cool that they got out tape measures to make sure everything was symmetrical and all friggin' 9 yards.
Yeah, finally, my results are all normal.
Oh, that's right. You did the express test.
Yeah.
So, no more UTI?
No more UTI.
Very cool.
Secret, drink a lot of water.
Here you need to drink a ton of water.
Cranberry juice.
Yeah, she's been doing for the UTI.
And coconut juice.
UTI, she's been doing a lot of buko juice, a lot of coconut, or a lot of cranberry juice as well. That it seems to have worked well.
See? And look at my other. So now my protein are negative. Glucose.
All in it down the powder room. When I was using the powder room, I noticed there were some ants in there. I got to deal with.
I'll pick it up because that will be mine.
You'll have to excuse me a second. Because they're doing way better.
Yeah, yeah.
I was having a discussion with her about giving these guys a tip, which is why I didn't want to voice it too loudly.
Mom and Papa are not yet here.
No, I haven't. Have you heard from them?
Maybe they left in the house after breakfast. So when they left, like 8:30 or 9, so they should.
Well, so be here lunch. Okay. Yeah, Mama, Papa are coming, but they're coming late. Yesterday was kind of rainy and icky, so they really didn't want to do the bus thing here.
They're listening. So what can I do?
They missed their only daughter, so they decided to come. They originally weren't going to come this week, but decided to come after all. Oh, cool. He's pulling. He said after 24 hours it's set and it's permanent. He said in an hour. He said in an hour you can take it and drive it and stuff like that.
How can you pull that? Sorry. I just don't wanna-
This you can take back off way easier than painting.
Okay.
When we had it done, when we had all the work done, that he's got the airbrush and he showed me some of his work that he could have easily
We
painted
should
that
just
on
put
there.
also GCU. Grand Canyon. Other side.
If you can get the emblem,
I should have a sticker back in Phoenix. I have stickers from the school.
well, if you want, we can finish taking off that trade center and do a window decal.
We can do that. Okay, my face is so sweaty, so place that there. Sorry.
Very cool. Pangatana. Sir. Question.
Oh. Oh, salam.
She graduated from a university in the U.S.
Uh-huh.
If we send you the logo, would you be able to copy the sticker?
I have to see the logo first. I have to see the logo.
Do you have the
before
logo,
I can
Hannah?
commit.
You can check online.
Okay.
What logo?
Grand Canyon University. It's simple.
Mas ako, mine is only cut out the solid colors. I'll see the logo if
Yeah.
it can be done with this type of
That type of setup?
this type of setup.
Yeah, because in the window, in the back window, what we were thinking about doing is have it. He's not paying attention to me. We were thinking about doing it in the back window to have it most of the back window.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah, the trade thing we can take off. That was the original.
Check the logo first.
Sige.
Oh no. Printed.
Huh?
Printed.
Brenton, bate. Kuya said it's bate. Not
Brenton.
good.
Printed. Unless they are going to provide me with the original file.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could do that.
Original file.
Because we could do like this, the purple one. I
Oh yeah,
could-
yeah, yeah.
I could ask my counselor to ask the original file and send it to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'll message my
Possible.
counselor.
Yeah.
Indirectly, yeah, I do.
Hmm?
I'm answering a comment. That it actually looks like they're finished up, and I noticed it's actually been an hour. So I'm actually gonna say goodbye for today.
Mabuhay! I do first, mabuhay.
Ooh, wrong way.
Mabuhay! Bye-bye!
There we go. So,
Mabuhay!
mabuhay all. Enjoy your day.
Yung running nga saysay. That's 12 pa na siya.
And Daniel, to answer your question, yes, we do know somebody down here that does airbrush work.
O, dili pa ko makakomit.
Sige, sige lang. Hindi, finish na.
Oo.